Hello world. My name is Jacob. I wanted to show you my little project from this weekend. So this is a Google Workspace MCP designed to be read-only MCP that provides your coding tools, Claude, Code, Gemini CLI, Cursor, Anti-Gravity, whatever you use essentially to talk to your Google Workspace. And that includes Google Drive, search files, list folders, and also retrieve document content, check your email, read them, Google Calendar, check your list, your calendars, and also Google Sheets, which was the main reason I created this. There are a lot of MCP for Workspace out there. Most of them are using this. The reason I created this was in our enterprise, we use ADC for authentication because most of us do not have access to Google Cloud projects, which is required for the OAuth. So I'll show you this today, and you'll see once I go through it why this is the ADC is simpler because you don't need to have access to all of this. Your IT can take care of this, and you just need to gcloud CLI to authenticate and start. So let me take you through the process. Today I'm going to use the OAuth. So I will try to speed up this video, some sections to make it easy to follow. So let's start with the first command. Let's clone this project and run UV. So you need obviously Python 3.11 and higher and UV to do that. So here's our terminal. I'm going to paste it, run. And that's it. Now I need to go back and follow the steps to create my own OAuth. And again, if you don't have Google Cloud, it's easy. It's free to sign up. You get $300, something like that, credits if it's your first time. So, hey, why not? So, but you need to do it under the account you'll be connecting to, right? Like if you're going to use your Gmail, make sure to sign up a Google Cloud with that particular Gmail account you want to retrieve Workspace's resources. So we'll go into Google Cloud, and this is my project, and I'm going to create a new project. I'm going to call it Workspace MCP. And let's do it one because I had one like that, so I just want to make sure I have the name. And I'm going to pick that one. It's going to create it. And I'm going to select that project. And there we go. So now we're going to be adding 4 APIs. So we're going to go into the API and services. And here we're going to select the library for easy search. And we're going to start with Drive API. And that's the first one. We're going to enable, and we're going to do it for the rest. So Gmail, Calendar, and Sheets. So I'll just run through this. Okay, so we've done all of them. Let's go back into the main, and here, we're going to select the OAuth consent screen. So we'll go over here, and let's get started. And we're going to give this an app, so Workspace MCP, and you put your email here. We're going to use external because we're just going to use it for ourselves, right? So don't worry about that. And again, put an email here. Let me just put something. And create. Accept and create. That's the next step. Now we're going to go into the data access over here, and we're going to define the scopes. And just again, and everything I'm doing, obviously it's listed here, so don't worry. I'm just making sure you can see this. And we're going to add these 4 to the environment. So let's start with this one. So let's add a remove scope, and we're just going to put it here on the bottom. Okay, so I think we're good. Let's see if this works. And just scroll down and add to table. And these are for checked, and we just update. And now you can see they're all listed here. I'm going to save. So let's add user. And let me add my email address. And that's going to be the email I'm going to be logging in. And now we're going to create the OAuth client. So we're going to go into credentials, or I think they change it to clients. This is the problem with, they always change this. So we're going to create a client. We're going to select desktop app. We're going to give it a name. Again, we can call this Workspace MCP. Again, it really doesn't matter. And we will create this. So now we can see we're getting this one. So let's download this to my downloads. So downloads, there we go. Okay, and that is done. So that was it, and let's go back into the next steps. So now before we run the setup, we've done that. We are going to create a directory where the tool will check this. And now we're going to move the file we downloaded from downloads to that directory. Let's clear that. And now let's run the OAuth command. So the command we're going to run will be this one over here. We're going to copy this. And let's see if it works. It's going to check to make sure everything is there. And now it's going to ask me to log in. Okay, continue. And select all, continue. And that's essentially it. So we can close this window. Let's bring back. And now we are here. So that's it. Now the only thing we need to do is configure this. So if you'll see right now, in Claude MCP list, I got nothing. And if I'll do Gemini MCP list, and should be nothing there. There we go. So now we are going to follow the steps to add. We're going to configure both Claude and Gemini, and you'll see how it looks like. So let's do Claude. We're just going to say yes, this is the command it's going to run. It's going to run at the user level by default. And let's do the same thing for Gemini, so we can do both. And if you'll select the JSON or the cursor, it'll give you a JSON you can add to your favorite AI coding. So it's a very generic tool. So let's go into Claude. Okay, so let's ask Claude the same question. So what are my last 3 emails? And it's going to do the search. And yes, so these are my last email. So let's see, we can read number 2 and summarize. Okay, so essentially that's the summary. And let's see what's on my calendar. Okay. And it's going to search my calendar. I guess I got nothing indeed. Let's do another search. Let's try to read an actual document. So it's a sheet. Let's ask it to look for a sheet, and I'll show you the sheet. So I'm going to copy this command. So it's going to look for that sheet that I have on my Google Drive. It's just some from Google Sheets examples that I have, prompt engineering. So if we go back to the tool, it will ask me to search my Google Drive, and it found it, and now it's going to read the sheet content. It's going to digest it, and it's going to tell me what it's about. And that was the main reason I created this tool, to be honest. That's to be able to read sheets from Claude, because part of my work is to work with business sheets and do analysis. Excellent. So that looks good. It's a summary of the sheet. And lastly, let's see if we can search for a doc. So let's do again. We'll do the same. So I have another document. Let's just send the command. Search for my drive for the better. And let's see if it's going to be able to search. So you can see two actions here. It's searching my drive. And once it finds the file, it's going to try to read it. And here's the file. It gives the file ID. And there you have it. So that was the MCP for Workspace, for Google Workspace. It works on Gemini, CLI, when it's not stuck in a loop on Cloud Code. And there is also a JSON option. Let me show you that. So I cleared my screen. So now let's show you how we create that. So this is the JSON format. This will work with any IDEs or AI tools that you want to add. And if you want to add cursor, it's more or less the same. It's kind of redundant, but if you really need to have the cursor option or windsurf, this is how you add it. You can use it also for Google anti-gravity. So this is the tool, the MCP, my first MCP. So go check it out. The GitHub location will be in the comments. So let me know if it works for you. Thank you.